Hello again, guys. All right, so your second bonus, finance. I was going to be very upset with you guys if you did not choose finance as a bonus. I was going to be like, what is a Taurus without money? Miserable. That's what we are. So let's see what's going on, guys. So I'm going to do a past, present, future look into your finances, and then I'll pull some cards of advice for you guys at the end. And this will be for June since May is just ending. So what is going on for the sign of Taurus, financially speaking? How do we secure that bag? Now, do keep in mind, guys, and I keep saying this over and over, but got to make sure that you guys are aware. But for the next 6 years or so, we're favored. We're very, very favored when it comes to good things coming into our lives. So if there's a business that you're trying to start, if there's someone that you love and maybe they don't know, if there's anything like that that you really want to manifest in your life, right now is the time to do it. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. Going on for Tauruses, financially speaking. All right, guys. So we have past, present, future. Okay. Now, the energy that we have here, amazing, Wheel of Fortune. So this is when things are really turning in your favor. This is kind of like winning the lottery on life, but we're talking about finances. So that's an amazing thing here. So you guys are able to really excel because you've moved past a situation that just wasn't working for you with the Fool card in the verse. So that's something in your life that's going to be detrimental to what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Going into the past, the first card that we have is the Six of Cups in the reverse. Now, when this card comes up in regards to finances, it could be that maybe there's something that you used to do for money, but you had to kind of leave that behind. But it could also be the opposite, where something from your past kind of comes in, whether it's a person or a job, just any situation that is tied to money. And again, you're just taking that back in. It's coming back into your life, maybe going back to like an old job or something like that. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Three of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, maybe you kind of felt stuck and maybe finances weren't where you wanted them to be, whether you were overspending or, just not having the money that you feel that you needed to get by. But I feel that there's something that does come in where you're excited now and you're celebrating it. Okay, maybe you're finally getting paid off on a situation from the past. I know I just got a huge refund for something and I was just super, super excited about it. So it could have been something like that as well. But it's like you were stuck before getting to this point. The next card that you have is the Emperor. So with the Emperor, that's really bossing up. That's someone who's in a position of power. Someone who's going to have people who depend on them and listen to them and take direction from them. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Swords. So there's a situation here that you could feel bothered by. Maybe you're suppressing the fact that you feel bothered by this, or you're just disappointed in how something's working out. And you're really in your head about things. Maybe you're really worried about finances. But it's like you guys really boss up. With the Death card here, there's a big change that you're coming across. Maybe you're dodging the bullet of something that could have been toxic in your life and affected you financially. Also remember that the devil has to do with the vices that we have, the things that we spend our money on. So I mean, if you go to a bar and buy a beer, that's fine, but if you're buying 17 for you, your friends, and for cute people at the bar, then that's where the devil might come up, where it's like you're doing a lot of it. So especially if you're in a place where you can't really afford to be doing that, okay, or that it can put you in a tough spot to do that. So maybe some of you were overspending on drugs, on alcohol, things like that, or maybe you had influences around you that were just detrimental to your pocket, okay. The last card that you have is Queen of Swords for your past. So maybe Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that was, helping or hindering your finances in some way. This could also be you guys really taking a strong stance where you're going to be very smart about where your money is allocated, okay? Really thinking wisely about it and saying, like, will this genuinely work for me? We have the Hermit card and the Nine of Pentacles in the verse. I see a lot of you getting to the point where whether money was tough or you were just overspending on something, now you're being smart, now you're being logical, now you're probably maybe not going out as much, or you're worried more about you than anybody else, and you're trying to come out of a place where you could have been overspending or you just were unstable. So now you're focusing on how to get yourself right, okay? Moving past things that just weren't making sense financially speaking. Now, in the present moment, guys, the first card that you have is the Ten of Swords when it comes to finances. So this could be some sort of betrayal that you feel. Okay, maybe you lent someone money and it was supposed to come back and it's not coming back. Maybe someone screwed you over in some way, shape, or form. Uh, for those of you in a relationship, maybe you were spending money on someone and you found out maybe they had somebody else, or maybe you have somebody else and you're spending money on them. Okay, we have the Sun card. And we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So somebody's going to find out about some sort of betrayal or something that just wasn't good. That's going to come to light. And whatever that is, you guys remove yourself from that. Okay? And the thing is with Tauruses, and if you haven't experienced this yet in your life, once you tap into yourself, I promise that you will. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Taurus. I'm just saying this out of just what I've seen within myself and what I've seen with all my high vibrational Tauruses that I have around me. But I think money is very easy for a Taurus to come across. I think that we have a natural knack for it. So with that being said, once you figure out how to kind of call that in and you're constantly getting that stream of, revenue coming in, we can be very prone to just wanting to give. And that's something I've always told my family. I'm like, there's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be so wealthy because I'm a giver and I'm always giving and giving. But that can also be a flaw where it's just like sometimes you give to the wrong people or in the wrong area. So there's going to be something that comes to light where it's just like, oh no, I shouldn't have helped this person, or I shouldn't have done this thing, or I shouldn't have taken this route. So just be mindful of that, guys, and make sure that everything in your life is fully secure before you go, being the Mother Teresa of financial handouts. Okay, now the next card that you guys have for the present moment and the middle of this entire reading is the Nine of Wands. So this is really having to endure a lot and being in a place where you're able to endure a lot when it comes to finances, standing against a lot of adversity. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Five of Pentacles. In this case, guys, it's saying to stand against something that would be coming back from the past. Maybe some of you have kids that were self-sufficient. Now they need help financially. Maybe some of you guys have exes that are coming back in that they need help financially. But this is coming from a person or a situation that you had either lost touch with or just weren't communicating with. But now that's coming back into your life. And I see that being something that could lead you to financial loss, or maybe you guys just having to say, yo, like, I'm sorry, but I don't got it. I can't give it to you right now. So there's something that you guys are really protecting yourself against. And it's saying you guys want to dodge this bullet because there can be a lot of toxicity that comes from this. So right now, guys, regardless of where you are financially speaking, even if you have, very good finances, you're very solid, you're not worried about finances at all, it's just showing that there's something that you should reject, or something that can cause you a loss that you wouldn't want. Okay, the last card that we have for the present moment is the King of Cups. So with the King of Cups, this could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy. Let's see why this is here. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse and the World card. Okay, especially if this request is coming from a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that might be something that you want to just be protective of, with yourself. So I see a chapter that needs to end here, something that you don't continue doing. Okay, and with the King of Cups, if it's not a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that you're dealing with, then it's talking about the fact that you need to make sure that you are emotionally good with every financial decision that you're making, because this is someone who's chilling. This is someone who, emotionally they feel tranquil, they feel good. So if there's anything that makes you kind of anxious, or anything where you're just like, oh, I don't know if I should, put my money towards this direction, then don't do it. This, just do whatever you feel is natural and comfortable for you right now. With the World card, this is an incredible card because yes, it talks about a chapter ending, but It talks about something magnificent coming in. And this is just something that I've been feeling for Taurians for a while now, and I've been saying it like y'all should talk to my friends, but I've been saying it to a lot of people. I'm like, I don't know, I just feel like just for all Taurus is something very huge is coming in, and a lot of our lives are about to change in a financial sense, but we have to kind of get our heads right and make sure that we have, the right people around us. Now, moving into the future, I'm going to pull all three of these cards. It's showing that there's something that your soul may not be comfortable with, or you have to release something, and it's something that you're not necessarily, happy about. So let's see why these cards are coming out like this. Four of Cups. So an offer that is not accepted, and someone's upset about this. So there's some sort of fallout that happens here, guys. Whether you're making the offer's coming towards you, or maybe the offer's not happening at all, but this is either an offer not happening or an offer being turned down. Something being let go of, again, to dodge a bullet. All right, something that your soul was not comfortable with. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, so you guys aren't going towards this anymore. And that's actually what balances you. That's what puts you as a King of Pentacles. This is the most secure financially, this is the most financially secure person in this entire deck. So because you protect yourself from something that your soul is just like, nah, we can't fuck with this. That's what puts you in a very good place. So maybe you're going to walk away from a job that wasn't working out for you. Maybe you're going to stop giving handouts to certain people. Maybe for some of you, this was relationship-wise, and maybe you were spending a lot of money on somebody, and now it's just like, it's not worth it. So you let that go. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So you don't want conflict at all. This is conflict being completely avoided. And then Ten of Pentacles, bam, money's coming in. All right, guys. So this is the highest amount of money that you can get. Okay, this is a huge lump sum. This could be a, promotion. This could be just unexpected money coming from, from whatever. And then with the King of Pentacles, so the strongest card for finances and the strongest financial figure. Taurus, you're going to be fine. Shitload of money coming in. You're going to be good. Just don't let anyone play you. Honestly, that's all I see. I see someone who's going to try to pull one over on you, and you're going to see it for what it is, and you're going to say, no, I'm good. I'm going to secure this stash right here. So good shit, guys. So let me pull you guys 3 cards of advice, and then we will talk about that. Let me get 3 cards of advice for the sign of Taurus when it comes to June finances. But yeah, you guys are definitely going to have a huge payout coming in. Huge payday coming in. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Three of Swords, and the King of Swords. You guys are going to have to protect yourself against something. There's something that you may have been spending a lot of finances on, where it's just like now you could be disappointed at something that happened in regards to this, but you cut that off, okay? It shows that there's something that you're supposed to let go of, something adverse that you're supposed to just push out of your life. And once you do, I see you guys being, excellent when it comes to finances if you aren't already. You have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, so moving past something where you were spending a lot of money. You have the Six of Cups, again, leaving that in the past and cutting it out, realizing that it was bad judgment, and that's why you're able to expand, and that's where you get your wish fulfillment. And with the High Priestess, you're aware that there's something that, or someone maybe that was being fake or dishonest, okay? Maybe this is you not being true to yourself with whatever you may have been spending money on, but with you realizing that there's immense happiness that comes in. So Taurus, you guys have something huge coming in financially speaking. I see a lot of expansion. I see good money coming in. Just make sure that you're allocating your finances well, okay? I love you guys so much. I'll be back with your June reading next. Take care.